Hey guys, so today's video is going to be about me and my background and like a little bit about background story about me. Um, for those that don't know, for those that do know, I was born with um a congenital heart defect. I was born back in 1991, May of 1991. I was born with a congenital heart defect called hypoplastic left heart syndrome, and for those that don't know, is where your left side of your heart isn't fully developed, and so basically you have half a heart. And then for the right, like there's also HRHS, hyperplastic right heart syndrome, but that is very very rare. A lot of people have the most common, which is the hlhs. I was born in the States, obviously, but at the time that I was born, there was only 3 hospitals that did it, and somehow, some way, we did choose a hospital. But before I get into that, I want to talk about the labor and delivery part. My mom had me full term 9 months, had a perfect delivery, nothing wrong with anything after she had me. That's when my life turned upside down. My life really changed right then and there. Apparently to my parents, they said that I couldn't get room temperature. I was like really blue. And back then they didn't have technology like they do today. Today's technology, you find out during your ultrasound visits, you find out at your doctor's appointments, you find out like through multiple like medical tests that they run. So thank God for today's technology, you know. So being in the States, they gave my parents 2 days to make a decision to go either with the surgery or to go without. Later they found out and was able to diagnose me with my heart condition. They said that your daughter has a heart condition, but we don't know exactly what kind. And somehow they were able to find out the best hospital, which is, oh, excuse my nose, which is Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. And I still go to that hospital till this day. And I have the best doctors, the best team, the best nurses. You know, I am so blessed to be in the States, having amazing people taking care of me. Thank God. I had all 3 of my surgeries, all 3 procedures. I had the Norwood, the Glen Shunt, and the Fontan. I had Dr. Norwood himself do my procedure. I had my first procedure when I was a week old. My second procedure was a year later. My third procedure was a year later after that. I think my last procedure was 1993 or 1992. I'm not exactly sure. Excuse me. My first procedure, I did stay in the hospital for the first 6 months of my life. And it was a big commute because my parents didn't live in Philadelphia, did not live near the tri-state area. They lived up more. So it was a good commute back and forth. And when it came to like my surgeries and stuff, they were just a hotel across the hospital. So my parents would, I remember my dad telling me, and it still like gets emotional. I still get emotional about it. My dad would book a room right across my hospital room so that he was on the same level as where I was staying at. As stupid as it sounds, I mean, he's not gonna, obviously, he can't see me, but knowing that I was at the same level, like if I was on the 3rd floor, he would like book a room on the 3rd floor. If I was on the 5th floor, he would book a room on the 5th floor. So that's what happened. And after that, my second procedure, my third procedure, and then my first month of my procedure, I did stay in the hospital a lot. Growing up, I am 27 years old today. Alhamdulillah, you know, thank God. Growing up, I had a lot of obstacles throughout my life. I grew up like with limits. I wasn't able to play sports. I wasn't able to do anything like rough and stuff. But I like, for example, I love heights. I love roller coasters. I go to Six Flags Great Adventure. Like, those don't stop me. I have no limits. Like, my doctor never told me you could do this or you can't do that. They never put me limits unless they knew it was harmful. Like, for example, my cardiologist told me that I couldn't play sports. Like, I've always wanted to do gymnastics growing up, and I couldn't do gymnastics. So that was like a big scar on me because I couldn't do sports. I wanted to do gymnastics. I wanted to do softball. I wanted to do other sports, but I wasn't allowed to. You know, because I always get shortness of breath. Going up just 6 steps, just 6 steps is an obstacle for me. I had a very hard time, very, very hard time gaining weight. My cardiologist, oh my God, I feel poor for the man. I feel bad for the man. I feel so bad. I made that man go through hell and back in a good way, not like in a bad way. I would never disrespect my cardiologist, but that man, he tried so much to put weight on me, and everything that he did, it just wouldn't work. It put me on like not medications, but like formulas to put weight on me. Like, I was on Pediasure. I had other things that nutrition stuff, like food wise, put weight on me. I was on all different types of medications growing up. I'm still on medications. And I think I will be on medications till the day I die. For the rest of my life, I'll probably be on medications, which that does not bother me. I have my own pharmacy that I laugh about it, you know. It's whatever, YOLO. So, I had a lot of obstacles growing up. Like, the sports really bothered me. I had a lot. But, like, my friends never made fun of me. I never had hard time making friends. I never had hard time adapting to the other people, or I never had problems really communicating with other people, talking to other people, interacting with other people. I never had that kind of problem. Like, I was never a shy child. I kept my distance. If I didn't like you, I didn't like you, point blank, period. I grew up with 2 other brothers, so I am the only girl, so I kind of like that. For example, growing up, I had a very hard time growing up, like, because I would constantly, like, throw up the smallest little amount of food that I had. Like, I would be like, ew, I don't like this, or, like, I couldn't eat it. Like, somehow it would bother me in a way. I would go to the cardiologist every 6 months, and I still today go every 6 months, but no, I don't go to CHOP. I go across the street to Penn Medicine. I have an amazing team that loves me, and I could feel that love. I am actually a happily married woman. I did get married last year. My education level. Education. I grew up always in special ed. Always was in the small classes. Always, like, I was always behind my age group, which that didn't bother me until I hit college, really. Like, I'm in college. I'm still in college. I go to college. I go to a community college. How many times can I say college? But whatever. I struggle in math a lot. Like, I hate math. I suck at algebra. I suck at math. And I'm in the nursing field, so figure. And no matter what, like, that doesn't stop me from pursuing my dream to become a nurse. But then again, like, I don't know. I wanted to know that if, like, I wanted to know the reason to why I struggled in math. So I asked my cardiologist, like, I'm so good in other subjects, but why am I so low in math? And she said it's the lack of oxygen in your brain, which makes sense, because my oxygen level runs between 90 and 92. I take right now 6 medications on a daily basis every single day. And let me show you exactly what I take. like I have my meds right next to me, so. Okay. Yeah, I have 6. Well, yeah. Some might be repeats. So. I was seeing if there's an address on there. So this is enalapril. And I take this twice a day. Morning and night. This is like my first heart medication, and I take this for for my heart. But when you Google what this is for, it says high blood pressure. I don't know. But I swear this makes a huge difference. Like, for example, I'll give you, if I forgot to take it, and I'll be like, oh my god, like, I need it, because it causes shortness of breath. So that is that. That's an Alpro. I am also on spirolactone. This is a water pill I just got put on about a year and a half ago, so this is fairly new to me. I'll tell you the story to this in a while and see how that connects. So I take spirolactone. I also take metropol. Oh my god, this is a lifesaver. I recently started having rapid heartbeat, SVT, if you say. Yeah, SVT. I have to think about it for a second. It's SVT. And I did go to the ER for it. It's so funny because that same week that I had the SVT moment, I saw my cardiologist on Monday, and then that same week on a Wednesday, I had my SVT moment. I went straight to the ER, and ever since then, they put me on metropol, which was that last medication that I just showed you. Yeah, which was this one. So metropol. Metropol. I'm also on warfarin, and this was after I got diagnosed, or after my SVT moment. I got put on this as well. So I have an IRNR team, like basically a Coumadin team that works with me, and they tell me how many doses I have to take that week and when the next time I need to get blood work done. Normally I get my blood work done once a week, or if not, twice a week. If I'm doing really, really good, I'll go once a month. So that is my warfarin. And this stops me from eating anything green, like no collard greens, no spinach, no broccoli, no grape leaves. Sucks that I'm Turkish. Nothing green, but I can't have that as well. So, or I can't have anything green because of my medication, which I don't care for. My last pill, I don't actually know my last pill, but my last pill is Lasix. And I take this Monday through Sunday, Sunday through Monday, every single day, except for Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll take a double dose. Like, if I feel extra bloated, I'll take it. And you're probably going to be surprised that I say this, but I take this at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I do wake up throughout the whole night. And, like, it might sound crazy, but it works better at nighttime than it does during the night. Or it works better at nighttime than it does during the day. So I love that. I'm on that, and then I got recently put on hydroxyzine or whatever it's called. So if I flip the camera, if I show it this way, you can see that I am on that medication as well. Oh. I had no problem taking all those medications. My last thing is I talked about that. Oh. I also was diagnosed back in 2006 when I was in 8th grade with an enlarged liver, and that's due to my heart condition as well. And because of that, I see a GI doctor every 6 months as well. But my GI doctor isn't just any GI doctor. He's a GI doctor that specifies in patients who had the Fontan procedure. And if you realize, today's doctors, they only talk about the Fontan procedure. They don't talk about the Glenshad or the Norwood as much as they talk about the Fontan. I don't know why. I want to know when I see my cardiologist. I'm going to ask her, like, why is the Fontan so important than the other two surgeries? I also am a newlywed. I did get married last summer. And my husband knows everything from A through Z. Like, my husband's my best friend, my biggest supporter, my biggest fan. Like, I guess he could be my father, my mother, my brother, my sister. He could be everybody to me. He's always been there when I needed him. I go get a routine cardiac cath whenever they need me to. I had liver biopsies done before. I had, when I go to the dentist, for example, I take amoxicillin prior to my appointment, 1 hour prior to my appointment, just 1 hour prior to my appointment. I also take eye drops when my eyes are really, really dry. What else was it? When it comes to gym activity, I know this story is like all over the place, but it's okay. Gym activities, for example, like I'll go to the gym, I'll work out. Growing up, I grew up really skinny until I started hitting puberty, until I started seeing other woman stuff, if you say, and that's when I started putting on the weight. And I asked my cardiologist, what is that? And she said, I was like, why is that? And what is the reason to it? And she said that it's very normal. Your body is accepting food that it hasn't before, and your body is changing through time. And now I'm trying to lose the weight, but that's a different story. I also speak Turkish as well. So if I have any Turkish followers that are watching, you can also comment in Turkish. Follow me on my Instagram as well, and I will link my Instagram down below. If you have any questions, anything that is on your mind that you want to know, please comment down below. And before I go, I know there's so many people out there that might have my heart condition, but know this, and what I realized and what I experienced throughout my hypoplastic left heart syndrome life is love yourself no matter what. The only limit is yourself, nothing else. Live your life every day like it's your last. Live life to the fullest. Don't worry about your heart condition. Don't let your heart condition stop you from doing something you really want to do. But also consult a doctor if you have to. I'm not saying go jump off the bridge, but like, don't think you're gonna be judged because of it. Love yourself. Love that scar. That scar is beautiful. That scar is sexy. That scar is all about you. Remember that. And that scar is only on your body. And that's something to be proud and be proud of, and to show off that scar with pride. I know a couple of people who have my heart condition, but only take baby aspirin, or doesn't have a liver condition, doesn't have any type of problems, but just sees a cardiologist every 6 months or even once a year. You know? Everybody's different. So, if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Love you. Bye. Till next time, guys. Oh, look, I got Minnie and Mickey shirt on. Bye, guys.